So today's lesson is going to be on combustion, and combustion is type 5 reaction according to your reference tables. We have a hydrocarbon plus oxygen, and that's going to give us a carbon dioxide and water. So the question becomes, what is a hydrocarbon? Hydro is hydrogen, and obviously carbon is carbon. So it's any compound that contains carbon and hydrogen. All right, now in these examples, we have not learned how to get the formula from the name. For example, methane, CH4, this is going to be what we use for natural gas. All right, so if you have natural gas, it is methane. Butane is C4H10. All right, and again, this is the substance that is in a lighter, for example. All right, and we're going to learn, but not until much later in the AP portion, organic chemistry, and we're going to learn how to name these. Okay, so until then, I will provide you with formulas, all right, because we don't know that at this point. So combustion is basically something burning in the presence of oxygen. Okay, and it will always form carbon dioxide and water. So we have to then balance. And remember, combustion reactions are the trickiest to balance. All right, we've already learned how to balance, but they are the trickiest to balance. If you can balance these, you can really balance anything I throw at you. I have one carbon on each side. I have 4 hydrogens, so I'm going to put a 2. And now I have 2 plus an additional 2 oxygens is 4, so I put a 2 in front of there, and now I balance. All right, let's check out butane, the substance that is in a lighter. Now, butane is it is a gas at room temperature, but it is easily liquefied. All right, which is what makes it a good substance for lighters. Okay, so here we go. I know it forms carbon dioxide and water because those are always the products. Oxygen is always a reactant. So then I just simply have to balance. I have 4 carbons on the left, so I need to put a 4 on the right. I have 8 oxygens. Oh, let me do the hydrogen first. I'm going to save oxygen for last because oxygen's by itself. I can get oxygen to balance without affecting anything else. So let me do my hydrogens. I have 10 hydrogens, so I'm going to put a 5 in front. Now I have 8 oxygens plus an additional 5. So I have 13 total oxygens on the right side. 6.5 times 2 is 13, but I know I cannot have a half of a mole of anything, so I'm going to multiply the entire equation by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 6.5 times 2 is 13. 4 times 2 is 8. And 5 times 2 is 10. So there we go. And there is my reaction for butane in the presence of oxygen. All right, methanol. Methanol is CH3OH. It is an alcohol. Okay, it is an alcohol. So it is a liquid plus oxygen. I'm going to get carbon dioxide and water. All right, and then I have to balance. I have 1 carbon on the left and 1 on the right. 3 plus 1 is 4 hydrogens. So I have to put a 2 in front. 2 times 2 is 4. Now I have 2 oxygens plus an additional 2 oxygens is 4. So in this case, I have 1 oxygen here. 1.5 times 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. My oxygen's balanced, but I cannot have a half. I have to multiply everything by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1.5 times 2 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So here we go, the combustion of methanol.